Hey, what's up guys, this is Hamnaskamla here, bringing you the finally completed TransedenceDragon Dragonic nouvel vouch deck profile. So yeah, this deck is really important to me as it contains a precious card from my dear friend Dragov987650321. Do check out his channel, he's an awesome YouTuber and my buddy. Yeah. So I actually traded a few cards for this precious SP Gaias. So yeah, and without him I couldn't have completed this deck, so thanks a lot, Baro. Yeah, sorry, I tongue twisted. So starter I play is Lizard Sojo Conroe. Oh, and today I actually met him with a few friends of mine, Kim Random Paladins and G's Gamers. Do check out their channels too, links will not be in the description. Just kidding, I'll try, but I may put links, but I may not. So yeah, very sorry guys if I don't. Do subscribe to them, they are very awesome YouTubers. So yeah. For starters, I play is not really like starters for the beginning. I play grade 4 is 4 TransedenceDragon Dragonic nouvel vouch. Limit break 4, Counter Blast 3 and Soul Blast 3 and Personal Blast, meaning to discard a copy of itself. You may retire all of your opponent's rearguard, and when this unit is placed in a vanguard circle, during your turn, all triggers for your opponents are negated. Like they draw a heal trigger during their 5th damage, it's counted as a loss. So yeah, and it has another scary skill. It's a Silent Tom skill. When this unit attacks your opponent, they may not guard with grade 0s. So yeah. This is a 13k Silent Tom with a twin drive, which makes this card really OP. So he's like a Exculpate the Blaster, but in the better version. And when this thing is placed in the rearguard circle, it doesn't get retired straight away like Exculpate the Blaster. Other than that, it makes it 12k in the rearguard. So yeah, cause when it's placed in the rearguard, it minus 1k. If not, you'll swing for 21 behind the bar. So yeah, very scary. Next, I play 3 of my special cards, which I like most in this deck. 3 Cruel Dragons. Not really. The first skill is not really appreciated, but I prefer the second skill, which helps me clear riding a grade 4 for my disadvantage. His skill, first of all, Limb Break 4, Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1. When this unit attacks the vanguard, you may retire one of your opponent's grade 2 or lower rearguard. So yeah, not bad of a skill, but it's other skill in your hand. If you have this card and one of your opponent's rearguard is placed into the drop zone during the beginning of your turn, you may Spear Ride it and minus 3k. And this minus 3k can be cleared with a special card in my deck, which I will show you guys later. And next I play is Dauntless Drive Dragon. It's our break ride of the deck. Break riding it with vouch makes it a very powerful combo. And its skill is Limit Break 4. When another Kagero unit rides over this, you may gain a new skill. But first of all, plus 10k. When this unit did not stand during that battle, you may stand this card and discard 3. Discard 3 then stand, yeah. Like a Descendant, which is my favorite card. And when this unit attacks and your opponent has 2 or less rearguards, it plus 2k, making it a 13k attacker. Really good. Next I play is the card which I'm gonna show you guys. 4 of the Shriken. This is the card that makes minus 3k for your Cruel Dragon, like peanuts. So yeah, its skill is when this unit is in the vanguard circle, it cannot attack, and that's the restrain skill. And next is when your opponent attacks this unit in the vanguard circle, if it doesn't have a booster, it plus 5k, making it a great defense. So yeah, very good card. And when another Kagero rides over this unit, the new vanguard gains 5k in 1 crit. So by doing this with the Spear Ride, minus 3k, 8k, plus 5k, 1 crit, 13k base. Yes, so really good card. Your opponents, if your opponents is at grade 1, you're already at grade 3. Really good card. But yeah, it has a downside if you don't really write, but I usually get him. Next I play is 2 Berserk Dragons. He's my main replacement for 2 Novel Critics. I'll explain this first. Counterblast 2, when this unit is placed in the Vanguard rearguard circle, you may retire one of your opponent's grade 2 or lower rearguard. And this other card is Novel Critic, which I said. Counterblast 1, show your opponent a card named TransedenceDragon Dragonic Novel Vouch from your hand, and choose one of your opponent's rearguard and retire it. This card fulfills the requirements for this card, including this card getting Claw Dragon. So yeah, temporarily replacing it with this Berserk, and it has this card has an upside. By showing your opponents a grade 4, it pressures them, so yeah, they will mentally get scared and tremble in fear. So yeah. Next, lastly, I play 3 TransedenceDragon Dragons. I will unflippers. When it hits the Vanguard, play 3. Cause this deck is very counterblast heavy. Sometimes, but not really. Next I play is 3 Embodiment of Armor Bar. It's our 8k attackers boosters. Yeah. So yeah, play him behind Striken hits for 18. Cross strike number, magic number. Behind this hits for 21k Vanguards. So yeah. Next play is 2 personal boosters for the Dragonic Novel Vouch. When this unit boosts a card named Dragonic Novel Vouch, it gains 3k. I don't really prefer the 10k boosters. The other one, Barry like looking card, which its skill is when your opponent has 2 or less rearguards, it gains 4k, whereas this is boosting this. The requirement for the other perfect guard, which I dislike, not really, but you guys can play him, cause that card, that booster works early game, but in late game, nah, not really that good. So I prefer him cause it's more consistent. Next I play is 3 of these Novel Dragons. This other one, when this unit is placed in a Vanguard rearguard circle, put TransedenceDragon Dragonic Novel Vouch into your deck and search one grade 3. So yeah, usually use this skill to search for Cruel Dragon or Dauntless. So yeah, but this card isn't really working for me cause I always get my cards that I need. So yeah, but play him in case, and you can also search up with Conroe, our starter. And I play 4 Marias, the perfect guards, and I play my 2 special attack of deck, Dragonic Gaias. So yeah, this card, don't look down on this card, don't despise it. It's actually really good. So yeah, when you have this few, when you mini break right, and you have a Gatling and a grade 1, Soul Blast 2, rest this unit, and give your Vanguard +1 crit. So what does this do? Attacking your Vanguard for 3 crits. Yes, very pressurizing card, and your opponent will be at about 2 damage or 1 damage at that time. Your opponent will be forced to perfect guard it. So very good card. And cause this I play Gaia's cause this card is given, I mean like so-called traded with my dear buddy, which I told you guys just now. So don't despise it, it's a very good card. So in my case I run him cause I will definitely run something which I treasure the most. So yeah, and it's really working well, hitting for 3 crits in one battle. And if I get a crit, your opponent's at 5 damage. Yeah. Triggers I play is 3 of the Blu-ray Draco Kids, I think that's the name, 2 Tars, and 2 of these other crits, Steel Dragons. I play different trigger lineups cause I want to fool my opponent. Mwahaha, you fool. Play 2 of these Steel Dragons draws. By moving this card into the soul, give one of your Kagero units 3k. Sometimes I'll need it, sometimes I don't. Moving this to the soul makes Battle Costy a 12k attacker, so very good, can hit and unflip 1. 3 Gatling Claws, my main card which I always get when I'm gonna retire my opponent's grade 0 starter, cause they won't usually use them at that period of time. And 4 heals. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on my TransedenceDragon Dragonic Novel Vouch deck profile. So, Hemnas Kampla here, signing off. Bye guys.